What's good, y'all? Andres here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's RB3.
Sabrina here to talk about First Cut's Patreon. Yes.
That's right. Now you get to be a part of the First Cut community, as well as support us individually, RB3, Sabrina, and I, and get access to exclusive content all at the same time.
First Cut really began with the Meaning of podcast. That started with myself and Andres Cabrera way back in 2017.
A little over a year ago, they added me on, and what we really do is just champion diverse voices behind the scenes, in front of the camera.
The Meaning of podcast was initially a part of the Schmoes Know podcast feed, then moved on to the Collider podcast feed, and then eventually we went off on our own. Since we started our YouTube channel, First Cut to House, our podcast, and we've been growing ever since.
This time last year, we crossed over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and now we're just a few hundred away from hitting 4K. It's been an incredible journey since I was brought on by RB3 and Andres to be a part of the Meaning of and the First Cut channel. We've done so much since then, and it's only gonna get bigger and it's only gonna grow more, and we're so excited to expand to new horizons.
With access to more monetary resources, we're able to hire another editor, we're able to hire more help, and we're just able to promote the show better in general.
We have Star Wars, we have Attack on Titan, we have small independent films, award season. There's just so much to really latch onto and enjoy with the channel.
So let's run down exactly what you would get on the First Cut Patreon.
Our first tier up is very personal to me. That's right, it's our editor tier.
And with that one, you get access to the First Cut Discord server, and we're really excited to be able to have another platform to engage with you guys, to talk about whatever. We're gonna have so many different channels.
All this is gonna be right on our Discord, and that's gonna be our first tier, which means it's gonna be $3 a month, easy, something that you can be a part of at any moment, at any time. We would appreciate seeing you guys in the chat, and obviously we'd be a part of that as well. Now, our next tier is gonna be our Colorist.
So of course, the colorist is a vital part in any film. It really sets up the tone and the mood and atmosphere of the story that we wanna tell. With this tier, you have everything previous, but also you get early access to our monthly video essays. We're really excited to start this up with the channel.
Video essays are a promise that we made at the very beginning of First Cut that we never really had the opportunity to live up to until today.
Now for 2021, we have a lot of video essays planned out, but our first one is gonna be really exciting because it's gonna be done by Sabrina, and it's gonna be on promising young women.
The first one's starting out with mine. I'm really excited to show you guys what we have ready for January. And the next tier is visual effects.
And of course, who doesn't love visual effects?
A visual effects specialist, they have a large role. You're really taking our vision and bringing it to life with the use of creative on-screen imagery. And this tier includes everything from before, but also you get a monthly Patreon exclusive film commentary, and we're really excited to implement that and create that conversation with specific films.
Now, we've always wanted to do movie commentaries here at First Cut, and we finally have the opportunity to do it. This is gonna be a great way for RB3, Sabrina, and I to get together, sit down, watch a movie, and talk about it.
It's really gonna be a large array of films, anywhere from The Social Network to Twilight, any of those kind of things, and that's stuff that we could totally talk about in the future.
Commentaries have been something I've loved for a long time. I got to do a few commentaries with the Wangers back in the day, and those are always so much fun, and I'm excited to bring that to First Cut. Up next is our sound editor category, where you'll have exclusive access to a new First Cut live stream every single month.
And this tier includes everything from the previous tiers, but also a monthly Patreon exclusive live stream where you guys can really set up that conversation and engage with us in a way that maybe we don't get on the First Cut live stream.
Or maybe we don't necessarily want to talk about movies. Maybe we can talk about another topic, or maybe we can talk about a show that you love, or a movie that you love, or an anime that you love. Anything that comes up, we can talk about in this exclusive live stream.
And the next tier is the post-production supervisor. Of course, super vital role to really clean up all the pieces and get everything moving and working the way it should be.
Now, obviously, the post-production supervisor is involved in a lot of the behind-the-scenes processes, which is why we are making this tier our access point for our behind-the-scenes content.
As a post-production supervisor, you get to tell us as an audience member, as a fan, and as a post-production supervisor, what you would want to see on the First Cut channel.
You can watch us film some of our reviews, even a few episodes in the Meaning of podcast, and every month, patrons at this tier will get an exclusive monthly blooper reel.
Next up, we have our composer. Now, obviously, a composer is super important for a film.
Composer is in charge of writing the score, accompanying the film with that sound, and of course, just setting the tone and atmosphere of the entire thing.
And for our composer, in this tier, you have everything before, and you get to be in a virtual hangout with RB3, Sabrina, and I. That means you officially get to hang out with us.
So of course we have the video essay, we have the commentary, we have the exclusive live stream, and then now we just get a virtual hangout and we can really talk about whatever.
I'm excited for the virtual hangout because it will allow us an opportunity to connect to our supporters even more.
Obviously the quarantine has been a tough time, but what's been great is you get to talk to people that are all around the country, all around the world. So this is a way for you to actually connect with us.
And then of course we have the final tier, which is the director. You're the one steering the ship. You're the one really out there putting in that work.
You could be a part of the First Cut crew occasionally on this tier, where you can actually be a part of some of our episodes. If there's something that you're really passionate about and that you want to talk about with us on the Meaning Up podcast, this is the tier that you want to be at.
Now every week RB3, Sabrina, and I gather around to talk about exactly what we want to discuss on the Meaning Up podcast and on First Cut Live, and what kind of movies we want to review. Now these are the type of conversations that you get to be a part of if you're going to be in this tier. You can give us these ideas. You get to be an influencer inside the First Cut Studios family.
You get to join us on a live stream. You get to join us on an episode of The Meaning Of, on an episode of First Cut Live, anything like that. Really exciting stuff that we could kind of choose from here. And I'm excited to hear your voices, because that's the most important thing about First Cut, is that we love to have the conversation with everyone in the chat. We love to have those conversations on Twitter. So this is a place where we can really get to know each other, really talk about our interests. We are starting Patreon so we can expand and produce more content for you guys to enjoy.
I'm super excited to see what 2021 has in store for us, which is why this First Cut Patreon is coming. And whatever way you can support, please do. Again, it's patreon.com/firstcutstudios.